what are you making?
I'm making baked pudding, but I'm making it using maize instead of flour.
Why are you making it such a big deal? It doesn't matter what people use to make the same thing.
I'm not Moses, I'm just making a point.
A point of what?
A point at which one would be right, staying loyal to the original recipe or giving your own separate way and making what the other woman...
You are not understanding me. It is only maize and flour. It does not matter which one you use. Maybe to you, maize tastes better, but maybe to someone else, flour tastes best.
You are lucky you are made for arguing, Moses. Very lucky, because if you were not my husband, I'd be very rude to you right now.
Well, thank you, Sarah. Even though I am proud at arguing, I do not like to use it as a huge advantage. I only use it to make my point clear and heard when it needs to be.
Okay, Moses Cooper, you are sure made your point clear to me. You are very good at it.
Again, thank you very much. Now go on and continue making your delicious baked pudding. I'm looking forward to devouring it.
Moses, here are the results of how many weapons we have for this village and the surrounding area. Assorted pieces, it came out to 116.
Let me make this clear. This whole number breaks down to different categories. Is that correct?
Yes, you are correct, sir. But we have 7 close-bore rifle barrels. I know it's a small number, but it is good enough because rifles are very expensive.
Okay, I guess we can deal with that number since those rifles are a double to load. But tell me, Samuel, how many smoothbore guns are we in contact with?
There are about 60, sir, and 10 of those are old-fashioned firelocks. Moses, I have to tell you that about 14 of these guns were British Army guns that traveled to us, and by that I mean they were stolen and brought to us.
Wow, that is an accomplishment. May I ask what categories these are under?
There are 5 dragoon pistols, but since these are brought from families that look like they were shown on the mantle in sitting rooms, we don't know if they actually work. But all the rest were guns for pepper and salt shots.
Well, I guess we are going to have to experiment on if they work. To my understanding, I think for our militia, this number is all right.
Since we do not have, well, in my opinion, do not have enough for this, I think we should organize a central shot and powder depot in this village. I say this because I read somewhere that any place that is under siege should not have ammunition depot. Do you understand what I am talking about, sir?
Yes, Samuel, I do know where you are coming from, but we are not under siege and most likely never will be. Therefore, the depot is not necessary.
Okay, that's fine with me.
I'm sorry, but your point has to be voted down. Adam, come over here and sit next to me.
Alright, sir, what do you need?
Sit down, son. Okay. Since you want to join the committee and participate in the meetings, I thought I would ask you a few questions about a topic going on right now. Start off, how do you feel about getting a newspaper sent out everywhere in this town?
Well, sir, in my opinion, I do not agree with that. I think getting newspapers would put this town in complete debt.
Oh, okay, Adam. Please back up your answer with reasons.
Okay, my reasoning for my opinion is, if you think about how our town is already suffering in debt, the newspaper would make our money situation worse. With the newspaper, we would have to pay for ink, printing press, the newsprint, and the typefaces. All of those things in one newspaper would kill our money, Father.
Wow, Adam, I never thought of it like that, but I think that if we made people pay for it, our money problem would be okay to deal with.
I do not want to disagree with you, Father, but the newspaper would be a terrible idea. My apologies for calling you out on a different agreement, but no newspaper is too expensive for such a little town.
Alright, Adam, you keep thinking what you want, even though you are not in the committee yet. I still think that you are growing up to be just like me in the argument section of your life.
Thank you, sir. The meetings will help me mature and become a man faster, if you agree with that statement.
Yes, I do agree with that one. Now go get some water from the well. You are now excused from this discussion.
Okay, sir. It was nice practicing the meetings with you. Thank you again.
Sir, may I ask you something about one of the committee meeting topics today?
Yes, sir, you may.
Okay, well, what do you think about the minutes? Should we get rid of them or no?
To be honest, I think they're both good and bad.
What do you mean by that?
I mean, there could be moments where they're useful in the way of supplying us with notes and information that we have said in the past. But then, on the other hand, they also could be giving out information that is private and should not be heard or even seen by the public.
Yes, sir, I do understand where you are coming from, but don't you think there's more good than bad?
See, Moses, I'm not sure about that one. I think that our information is really personal, and if any of what we have said has gotten out to the public, then we would have a problem. Now, for the good, there's not so much to it.
I know about the bads, but think about the goods. If we didn't have evidence of what we discussed at the past meetings, we wouldn't be where we are now.
Well, I do agree with that statement, but what if the people found out what we are saying and they do not approve of it? We would end up with a much bigger issue.
We would have to deal with it in a different manner. Sir, we are the committee men and we decide what our town should do. Yes, they can give their opinions, but for now we figure out what is right for our town. If the people do find out about what we talk about, they're going to have to learn to keep their mouth shut or their lives are at stake.
Okay, very well then, sir. Minutes shall stay in session for now until further notice.
Thank you, Reverend. I promise you this decision will not be the wrong one.
You are welcome, Moses Cooper. I'm counting on you to help me with more situations than just this. You have great opinions and I accept them sincerely.
Very well, sir. See you soon.
A drop in the ocean, a change in the weather. I was praying that you and me might end up together. It's like a wishing for rain as I stand in the desert, but I'm holding you closer than most, 'cause you are my heaven.